We do have a lot of amazing sponsors here, and really this conference couldn't be what it is without the sponsors. So we couldn't have provided the online offering we have. We couldn't have provided as many bursaries as we have, and we actually a lot of the stuff that we have been doing could not have happened without our sponsors investing in our community. So please, I want to thank all the sponsors here already now, once again. And please go to the sponsors, talk to them at the stalls, ask them questions, ask them what they are doing, and make them feel welcome so that they want to come back next year and sponsor our conference next year again. As you see, I didn't try to compete with Dave's great slides, but the sponsorship slides are very much more colorful than mine. So you have heard from our platinum sponsor, CloudCube, so there is no lightning talk. I was told they opted out, but I hope that we'll find that slide again. So talk to them, talk to CloudCube. They are really supporting us here. So the first sponsor up then is our gold sponsor, Air.
Thank you very much. There are a couple more colours on the slide than your slide, but only two more. AIR is the UK's AI research resource, and we are very pleased to be gold sponsors of RSECon 24 because we see RSEs as a valuable conduit to potential users of this resource. So the people in this room are going to be really key to helping the UK and everybody else who will be using AIR use these machines effectively. AIR is currently Isambard AI, hosted at the University of Bristol, and Dawn, hosted at the University of Cambridge, but it's not just for those universities, it is for all of the UK. It's a national resource. I had hoped to be able to come to this conference and announce how the call would be made. That's obviously not our job as the service providers. DSIT are the people who will be providing the calls which you can apply to or you can help other researchers apply to, and there'll be more information about that in the new year. But if you'd like to talk about the systems and what you could possibly achieve on them, come and see our stand. It's too late to go to the Dawn workshop, which was yesterday, but there is an Isambard AI workshop today. It's a bit late to sign up to it, but you can probably go along and observe. Thank you very much.
Thank you. The next sponsor up is the Alan Turing Institute.
Thank you. So yes, we're silver sponsors here. We are the research engineering group at the Alan Turing Institute. There's 40 of us roughly in the team, and more than half of us are here, so you've probably met some of us already. We work in a range of job titles, though there's quite a lot of overlap. So we have research software engineers, research data scientists, and research computing engineers. And we also work across a broad range of fields. So in environment sustainability, in health, in defense and security. If you'd like to hear more about the research that we're doing, there's a talk straight after this session, so after the break, at 11:15 in the smaller lecture theatre on cross-functional teams for challenge-led research, and that's considering some of the different topics, some of the projects we're actively working on at the moment. And shortly, we will be opening hiring at a range of different levels, so junior, standard, and senior, across all of those three job titles. If you're interested in finding out more, you can come and find our stall, and you can sign up to a mailing list so that we will tell you as soon as those positions open. Thank you.
Thank you. Our next silver sponsor up is Wellcome. Do we have someone from Wellcome? Oh, there's Grace.
Thanks, Marianne. Hi, folks. Thanks. So, yeah, it's a pleasure to be here. As a kind of big UK health and science research funder. We've historically funded a lot of research software, but I think over the last couple of years, we've really been trying to shift the way that we do that and do that more intentionally and design grants that are specifically for software rather than software being part of research grants or supported through our kind of bigger funding for institutions like Sanger or EBI. So we've been trying to kind of design more tailored funding that is specifically for software. And we've been trying to do that also across different scales so that it's open to folks from different kind of career levels. And so I think, I mean, I can say we've made some progress because it's not down to me, it's down to the team that I work with who've done a lot of that work. But we've still got a lot to learn. And so that's why we wanted to come here, talk to you folks, support communities like this. And yeah, it's a pleasure to be here. So there's 3 of us. Come and chat to us if you want to talk about funding or if you've got kind of ideas or thoughts. We'd love to hear them. Megan is the person to speak to also about our kind of open schemes, which RSCs are eligible for as long as you meet the kind of equivalent criteria. And she's doing some good work there. So yeah, come and say hello. We'll be around the next couple of days. Thank you.
Thank you. Our next silver sponsor is Microsoft.
Hey everyone, it's really good to be here. I've followed the RSE community for a couple of years now, and I'm really excited to see how much the event has grown this year. So it's really great that this community is only moving on the up. My role within Microsoft is as the UK Higher Education Academic Research Lead, and we as Microsoft entirely see the research software engineering community as a core driver to more successful and more impactful research across the UK. So we're really excited to be able to engage with this community, and we're really excited to have those sorts of conversations with you over the next couple of days, and those of you who have already come to speak to us yesterday about what challenges you're facing within the research space and how technologies that Microsoft may be able to offer and support you with could help you to enable research on those projects that you're working on. As you can see, I've put up here on the slide, research has been identified by Microsoft at the higher level up in our corporate team in the US as a key education focus for us this year. So if this is something you would like to come and chat to us about, if you think that Microsoft could play a role in enabling the research that you guys are supporting and are a core part of, then please come and talk to the likes of myself and Mark at our stall today. We've also got a talk this afternoon from one of our researchers at UCL who's worked with us using Azure to facilitate their research project over the last couple of years this afternoon. So please do come along if you're interested in hearing about how Azure can facilitate research. Thank you.
Thank you. And our first bronze sponsor and host, doing much more than just bronze sponsoring, for example, the walk on Friday is sponsored by them, is Newcastle.
Thank you, everyone. So yeah, slightly different sponsor keynote in that all I really wanted to do was give the society some money, and then Marion insisted that I come out here and say something. So basically, we don't really have too much of a pitch at the moment, other than in the next 6 months, we're changing our location within the university structure, and because of that, we'll be hiring. So if you're enjoying our wonderful city, I would encourage you tonight to use the distributed social to maybe go flat hunting or look for houses. And if you would like to live and work here, I'm very passionate about Newcastle in the northeast. I think it's a fantastic place to live and work. The entire team, unsurprisingly, is here because I only had to buy them tickets and not pay for travel. And you can email us and just talk to us generally about what it's like to work here, and keep an eye out for those job adverts that'll be coming out soon. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, EPCC up next as a bronze sponsor.
Hi, I'm Andy Turner. I work for EPCC. We're at the University of Edinburgh. We're a leading HPC and data science expertise, one of the largest in Europe, with over 100 RSEs and associated RTPs up there. We do loads of different stuff. But the most important thing is collaborating with the RSE community. I think that's since our inception, that's the only way we've been able to work. So a strong RSE community means stronger EPCC, and a stronger EPCC, it means we're able to help the RSE community more. So I'm not going to say a huge amount more. We host national services, things like that, if you want access to them, or researchers who want access to compute resources, including novel stuff like Cerebras wafer scale engines and things like that, then please come and talk to us at the booth. What I did want to say is, if you have a project that needs some funding to do some GPU coding, there is a call out open at the moment that closes in a couple of weeks. So anybody can apply for that, and any RSEs can work on it. We just distribute the funding. If you don't have RSEs that work, we can help provide people. But if you just want to fund people within your group, then come and talk to us. You can just apply for the call and get funding that way. But I mean, it's just brilliant, the conference, and we're so glad to be part of it. It's been hugely influential for a lot of people at EPCC, this community. So thank you for your support.
Thank you. UKRI up next as a bronze sponsor.
Thank you. In true UKRI fashion, we have a slide full of text. But basically, we're quite proud that this year it's a joint sponsorship between the Scientific Computing Department at STFC and the DRI program within all of UKRI that tries to focus all of digital research infrastructure. And one of the main focus of the DRI program is seeing the human DRI or RSEs or research technical professionals as one of the critical infrastructures in UK research. And one of the main examples for RSE, we do a lot of funding, a lot of projects around RSEs, around RTPs, but one of the main examples is COSEC as a showcase of careers between, for RSEs, between the government and academia and also industry. So please do come over. Please do have say hello. Any questions you have about both things. We do have a project on RTPs that I will put on the screen outside. And thank you very much for this.
Thank you. Then we've got the SSI as a bronze sponsor.
Thank you. I think I win for the most text on the slide, though. So we are the Software Sustainability Institute. We exist to try and help improve research software practice across the community. We're really proud to have been sponsoring RSECon since the start in 2016 because we believe in all of you. It's really great to see the community growing. We have a lot of things that we want to talk to you about. If you want to find out more, come along to our stall, come along to some of the events that we're participating in with all of our collaborators. But there are 4 dates that I wanted to highlight to you all. One, if you are based in the UK or have an affiliation with the UK, the Hidden Ref competition is looking for submissions to recognize and celebrate all of the people who tend to be overlooked when it comes to understanding who contributes to research. A lot of you will have heard of the fellowship program, and there are so many fellows here, which is great to see. If you are interested in getting some money for doing the work that you want to do to advocate for research software, come and talk to us about the fellowship program and what you need to do to put in an application. That one is open internationally. If you have friends who are technicians, and if you don't have friends who are technicians, you should make friends who are technicians. We are running a research software camp to help with technicians getting research software skills so that they can become part of the wider team who are involved in research software development and research software engineering. And finally, if you like what you've seen in some of the stuff in in RSECon and would like to get a more intensive view of this, speak to some of the people who've been along to a collaborations workshop, which is an unconference around research software. It's a great event. Please note the dates, and I hope to see some of you there. Thank you.
Thank you. And then we've got the University of Edinburgh as a bronze sponsor.
Hi, it's my first RSECon, so thanks for making it so welcoming. I'm here to sing the praises of Edinburgh University a little bit. In particular, I'm in the physics department, and all the work we do is, we've got a growing group of RSEs within our department, maybe about 20 or so embedded people doing those sorts of roles. We're looking to build on that and encourage growth. And a lot of the work we do is basically just made awesome by the fact we're close to EPCC in Edinburgh, various other groups. We've got the Royal Observatory in Edinburgh, which is its own STFC facility, not associated with the university strictly. And yeah, we've got all these various things going on. As I say, we're hoping to grow, build, and hopefully in the next few years start hiring dedicated RSE positions within the department. So just to advertise that. And unfortunately, several other people wanted to be here this week, but it's mainly just me. So there's no stall or stand. It's just a case of come and talk to me if you're interested.
Thank you. And then we've got GitHub Education. Somebody here from GitHub. Okay. Does somebody want to get the GitHub people, and we'll flick to Dreaming Spires?
Thanks very much. Hi there, I'm Mark from Dreaming Spires. Quite often in research, it can be quite difficult to find software developers for highly specialized projects. At Dreaming Spires, we provide small and large-scale software solutions, working alongside researchers and RSEs, using our pool of freelancers to help develop those projects as well. We've been involved with a wide variety of projects, including development with models for neglected tropical diseases, data processing pipelines for engineering, and most recently work on a model to represent the way that people reason about logic problems. These kind of projects require us to have an in-depth understanding of the problem at hand, and often mean we learn something about the field to get context on the issue. If you're interested in finding out more about us as a researcher or freelancer, please come and have a chat at the stall. I'll be also giving away lots of fun items, including some stress balls, power banks, lots of mugs. Please take the mugs. And I'll be doing a guess of sweets in the jar just for a bit of fun. Thanks very much. Looking forward to seeing everyone around.
Thank you. I see we've got GitHub.
Hey everyone, thanks for being here. My name is Juan Pablo Flores and I'm a senior program manager here at the GitHub education team. Really excited to be, for the first time, supporting the conference. And essentially, the reason why we're here is that not so long ago, we reached out to some researchers and we launched the ORCID integration for GitHub, which allows you to connect your ORCID with your GitHub profile. And we discovered that, there were like thousands of researchers working on GitHub, but the work was not being very visible. The work was not being highlighted. And what we're trying to achieve at the conference is connecting with all of you, getting to know the work that you're doing, and finding ways in which GitHub can support you. We also have some fun activities. So we have the GitHub raffle. So every day at 3:20, we are doing a raffle. Just fill the survey here. Essentially, the survey is just like we're trying to understand a little bit of how you're using our products. So no marketing campaigns. And the only thing we're asking is like fill the survey, be at the booth at 3:20. It's a lot of fun. We're giving T-shirts, we're giving hoodies, and we even have a plushie that we're giving out tomorrow. So please join us for that. And if you're using GitHub, if you have any troubles with the platform, if there's something you like or you dislike, my job here is to hear you all and try to find ways in which we can support you. So thank you so much for having us. It's an honor to be working with all of you and hearing you. And looking forward to see you all at the GitHub booth.
So we do not have a lightning talk, but I just want to highlight there are also people from HPC 6, so go talk to them at their stall, pick up their flyers and so. And I also just want to highlight here, these sponsors are not just some institutions or companies or so they are real life people having put a lot of effort into being here. So some really had to overcome a lot of hurdles and going through a lot of forth and back, and so to convince people in their institutions that they could fund and could sponsor RSECon. So I really appreciate you all being here. So thank you very much.